Hi guys, this is Carrie again with Fullerton Professional Organizing here in the Rio Grande Valley at the bottom tips of Texas. And today we're going to talk about balancing children, spouse, faith, school activities, and a biblical self-care and a business. And this all can be challenging but achievable with careful planning and priorities. And I think God will honor you for it as well. Here are some practical steps to help you maintain this balance. But it's not always going to feel balanced at all times. Sometimes it's going to get out of a balance. And that's where we rely on our Lord, on God, to kind of get us through it. And then we balance ourselves and keep moving, because there are times that things are going to get out of hand. There are things that happen that cause it to be a little more stressful. All right. Now, the first thing you do to create a more balanced business, entrepreneur, family, children life is set clear priorities. What are your priorities? In my case, I put God first, my spouse first, then my children, and then my business. But what does that look like? Okay, so faith, begin and end your day with prayer and Bible reading. Prioritize attending church and participating in faith-based activities. But number one for me is I do have to read my Bible every morning. Now, sometimes it's only audible in my car on the way to a client's house. But most of the time I do try to get up. I start my day at 8 a.m. I get up at 8 a.m. It's my own business. I beat the traffic in the mornings and in the evenings. So I get up at 8. I'm at a client's house by 10. I work through lunch, get off at 4, and head home so that I'm not in that really hard traffic. So I read my Bible every morning. Now, family. Schedule quality time with your spouse and children. Make family meals, game nights, and outings regular events. Now, what I mean by that is sometimes when you're starting a business, you don't have the luxury of doing that as often as you'd like. I have date night every Thursday night with my husband. I try never. Now, I'm not going to say that there aren't things that have come up that I haven't been able to change, but I make those Thursday nights a priority. You may, with a brand new business, only be able to do that once a month with your spouse. But make sure, at the very least, you have date night with your spouse once a month. On the same date every month, preferably, so that they know and it's a priority and it's scheduled. Ours are Thursday nights because of the crowds on Fridays and Saturdays. Okay? So if you're, that once a month is a priority, no matter what your budget. Okay? And then your family. If you cannot make a complete family outing with children and spouse all together once a month, if you can't do that once a month, do it every other month. It does not have to be expensive. It just has to be that quality time. Even if you make all, your own meals and go have a picnic and play at the park, as long as you are dedicated to putting them first once a month. And then you can gradually increase that as your business becomes more successful. But if you do that, you honor God and your family, then God will send the blessings, okay? Because God sent you the business. He sent you the business idea. He's going to get you through it. You just got to trust that you've put those things first. All right. Now, business, set specific work hours and stick to them. Avoid letting work encroach on your evenings. Okay? 6 o'clock. Make it, if you're a brand new business and you need to, make 8 o'clock the cutoff. But some 8, some 6. Okay? But you've got to keep that from crowding out your home life. Okay? And trust that your business is going to flourish with these priorities set. Self-care. Prioritize your health with regular exercise, even if it's walking in place while you watch a TV show. Try to eat healthier. We all know how hard that is. And get enough sleep. All right, now let's move on. Create a structured schedule. Weekly planning. Use a planner or a digital calendar to map out your week, including work, family time, school activities, and personal time. If you want to, you can even put a church activity in your schedule that's extra besides going to your Sunday church services. If you have a women's night every so often, put that in your calendar. And work around that. Daily routine. Establish a daily routine that includes your time for devotion, work, family, and relaxation. Block time. Allot specific blocks of time for different activities to ensure that you stay focused and productive. Delegate and outsource if you have the funds, if you're able to. It could be a family member that won't charge you by the hour, or you may have the funds eventually to help, to pay a teenager or someone to help out. At home, share household responsibilities with your spouse and children. Consider hiring help for cleaning, cooking, or child care if needed. Or, again, hire a teenager. At work, delegate tasks to employees if you have them, or consider outsourcing tasks like accounting, marketing, or administrative work to free up your time if necessary and the funds are available. Now, set boundaries. That goes along with what we said before, setting priorities, but now we're setting boundaries. Work boundaries. Set those clear boundaries for work hours with your family and avoid bringing work into family time, but also not allowing family time to break into your work time. Family boundaries. Communicate your work schedule to your family, ensuring they respect your work time. 3, personal boundaries. Protect your personal time and ensure you have moments for some self-care and relaxation, even if it's an hour or 30 minutes between clients, so that you can have some time to decompress and relax. All right, now practice effective communication. That is going to be also essential to keeping your balanced life. With spouse, regularly communicate with your spouse about your schedules, priorities, and any challenges you face. Make decisions together and support each other. Now, I know that you're going to have to do this a million times. I know you're going to have to write it on a calendar, write it on sticky notes, anything to have them remember what you have communicated. Same with your children. Keep your children informed about your work schedule and involve them in planning family activities. With the business associates, be clear about your availability and set expectations with clients and employees regarding your work hours and commitments. If they're texting you at all hours of the night, sometimes they're doing it so that they won't forget to communicate with you, and they aren't expecting you to reply until the next day. So keep that in mind. Now, embrace flexibility if you can. Adaptability. Be open to adjusting your schedule as needed. Unexpected events may arise, and being flexible will help you manage them without success. That's number one. Now, there are going to be times you're going to be overwhelmed, but it's momentary. Okay? It will end. Simplification. Simplify your life by focusing on what truly matters. Eliminate unnecessary activities that consume time and energy that do not focus on your faith, family, and your business, and a little bit of friend time. Okay? If you are having just a little bit of all of those, then you can say no to some of the extra, because you don't want to be so stressed out trying to balance everything. Okay? As long as you're doing a little of everything that you need to do, that's enough. You don't need to do all the extra. Okay? That's going to help you not feel so stressed. You can say no. Now, incorporate faith in your daily life. Morning devotions. We already talked about some of this. Some of this we're going to reiterate. Morning devotions. Start your day with prayer and Bible study to set a positive tone. Family prayer. You may want to do it with your family so that you have that family time and Bible time every morning. It's only, enough time for your Bible reading and to teach what the Bible reading is trying to teach. Okay? It doesn't have to be long. It just has to be done so that you're learning something about how God works in your life every day. Faith-based activities. Involve your family in church activities and community service to strengthen your bond and faith. That's another thing. If you want your business out there in the community and you want to teach your family community service, then that's how you do it. Not to sell, not to earn business, but to earn trust with the community and engage with the community, get to know people so that when they do need you and your business, you're the first person they think of because they've already started to get to know you, trust you. Business is all about knowing and trusting, knowing and trusting, knowing and trusting. Okay? So now, use technology wisely. All right. And if you don't know how to use technology, that's one area that you should really invest in some courses or classes in. I had to teach myself how to do my own website, my own Canva, social media, all of that. So now I teach it to other people that struggle with that and don't have the funds or don't want to spend the funds to have someone else do it for them. They want to have that control, and I teach people how to do that. I do a little bit of business coaching on that end. But one, productivity apps can help you stay organized as well. Utilize apps for task management, scheduling, and reminders to stay organized. Communication tools. Use video calls and messaging apps to stay connected with family when you're away. I suggest the Cozy app because that will keep all family members informed of everything that you need them to do at home and everything. It's an all-encompassing app. And then automation. Routine tasks where possible to save time, bill paying, email responses, all of that can be automated if you have the extra funds or know how to get that set up. Seek support. Family and friends. Don't hesitate to ask for help from family and friends when needed. Your faith community. Lean on your church community for spiritual support, guidance, and practical assistance. Professional help. Consider hiring a business coach or counselor to help you manage your responsibilities effectively. Regular review and adjustments have to be made with your business. Reflect. Periodically review your schedule and priorities to ensure you're maintaining balance. Adjust. Make necessary adjustments to your routine to accommodate any changes in your life or business. Now, by intentionally planning and prioritizing, setting boundaries, and seeking support, you can effectively balance your responsibilities and maintain a fulfilling life that honors your faith and family commitments while running a successful business. And if you need a little help and a little business coaching to get you there to the balanced life that you desire, because you're very overwhelmed, go ahead and email me, carrie.fullerton@gmail.com, and we can set you up on some business coaching. Now, on the front end, business coaching is a chunk of change, okay? But that chunk of change will save you that chunk of change in time and energy for years of learning that you're going to learn in a shorter amount of time. Okay, if you need to learn how to do Canva, it can take you 2 years to figure out how to use Canva on your own, or you can have some coaching and have someone help you for a chunk of change and have it not take you 2 years. Okay, sure, you can find the information yourself, but it's going to take a lot of research and it's going to take a lot of trial and error. When I started my business, it took me 2 years. Now, I used Canva from day one, but it took me 2 years to dial it in so that it looked professional. And you really would like your stuff to look professional right off the get-go. All right, guys, that is it for today's podcast and YouTube, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you for listening.